So if you haven't heard, Volition, the creator of the Saints Row series, is shutting down after 30 years. And honestly, they deserved it. What's up YouTube, it's TJ here. Like, subscribe, and if you don't, you're Tylerphobic. But let's get into it. Volition is shutting down after 30 years, and you want to know why? Because of their pride in not caring about their fans / customers. And honestly, being part of the go woke, go broke group of companies that are losing money right now because they're trying to be woke. Now, the Saints Row 2022 reboot was mediocre from the start. I mean, look at the screenshots. It was already a huge red flag from the start. They didn't even look like the typical gangsters from the first two Saints Row. They just looked goofy overall. They try to reach a new audience by softening up their image and even the Saints Row brand altogether, which was a huge mistake, honestly. It's just like if Rockstar was to make the next couple of GTAs progressive by having no violence and trying to go rated E for everyone. That would destroy the company. Like, that would disconnect you from your core base fans. Like, that really would. It honestly would mess up everything. But that also brings me back to the point I mentioned earlier, pride. Their pride was what got them honestly shut down. If you look at their Twitter account, it's just this whole, we're not backing down, this is how we make the game, yada yada yada. And also how they responded to people just genuinely being like, hey, we don't like this game, can you change this, that to it? And it'll be like, what did they put? They put haters gonna hate little gif in the comments, and now they're circling back online because of that. As a matter of fact, whoever's in charge of the Twitter account, they're partially the main reason why they're shutting down. Because look at how they talk to people, bro. It's like they had a lot of pride in this whole mindset of, we're not backing down, this is how we make the game. And it's like they're trying to tell the OG fans who brought it to where it is now to at least give it a chance to reboot. They just threw them away to the side, and now look at what it got them. 30 years down the drain, basically. The short tier list, now that I think about it. Saints Row 1, I'll rank it a B rank. It got them in the door and it also put them on the map, but of course it ain't gonna be perfect because it's their first game, but it was still playable and still fun. Saints Row 2, S rank. That was a perfect game. Saints Row 3, I will rank that at A because that's when it started getting goofy for me. It started getting goofy for me and I was just like, yeah, you know, it's still fun, but it just a lot of wacky stuff. It just made me cringe, but it was still a good game overall, so it gets an A rank. Saints Row 4, C rank. We went from being street thugs to being the president of the United States and fighting aliens, all under the name of being a Saints Row. That doesn't. It was also DLC called Gat Out of Hell, and I never played it, but I also never heard any good reviews on it, so I'm gonna just rank that trash maybe. And the Saints Row 2022 reboot. It honestly just should have never been made. Overall, the only Saints Row that represents the Saints Row brand to me is Saints Row 1, 2, and 3. The other ones, they can just sell those off and rename it. I can care less about those. And as far as remasters, even before the shutdown, they didn't have plans to do remasters. But, you know, you can officially close that door on the Saints Row 1, 2, and 3 remaster. But they did remaster 3, but a Saints Row 1 and 2 remaster. So, it is what it is when it comes to that. So Saints Row 1, 2, and 3, you will be missed. The other ones, I didn't care about you from the start. That is the end of this video. See y'all in the next one, God willing. Peace.